What's up guys, back again with another video. So we left off with the if statements where we can have conditions, and depending on those conditions, if they're true, we can execute some code, and if they're not true, we execute some other code with an else and stuff like that. So another way to do it is with the switch. It's called switch, and I don't really ever use it ever. But yeah, I mean you might find a use for it, but yeah. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's just declare a variable here, say color um, equals pink, because pink is my favorite color. Uh-huh. And so we gotta have a switch here, and then here inside of here we put the variable that we're gonna be working with here. So inside the switch, and then we have different cases, which are the different. Basically, we can think of them as if statements or else if statements. And the last one will be a default. If none of these are true, it'll default. But anyway, let's start with the first case. So we can say case, let's see here, blue, oops, blue. Oh, yeah, you don't put these in parentheses. I mean, yeah. So put in parentheses here, and then you have a colon. And then inside of here is where you'll have your code. So this is the thing, this is basically the condition here. If color is blue, then execute this code right here that I'm about to put, which will be um, console.log oh, it's blue. So now that we know it's blue, we can now do break, and this tells the compiler that this is done, and that we'll move on to the next one here. And actually, if you want to be more like neat about it, you can tap this forward, so that actually makes it more readable. So and then we have case 2, and we could say uh, pink, which is correct as we know, console.log it's pink, and then again break, so we know it's done. And we can go as long as we want. We can have as many conditions as we want. But if none of these conditions are true, we can use a default. And with a default, we could, this is like if none of them are true, of course, so we just print out whatever we want here. None of the colors matched. And then we could make it really nice by having this inputted here. Oop. We could use a string template literal, that's what it's called. And instead of that, remember, we have to use these tick thingies, whatever they're called, to be able to use this. And then remember, this is by the 1 key, so just press that and you get that. So now we can use that. So if we reload, we get it's pink because we know right here it's pink. So if we change this to pink 2 and we reload, we'll get none of the colors match to pink 2, because of course pink 2, and then we put it here, so none of the colors match pink 2. So that's how you do that. And another thing we could work with here, just as an example, we could work with dates. So switch, no, okay, we'll declare a date here. Const today equals new date. And then we could say today let temp equal today dot get full year. And then it's a method, so you gotta have the what are those called? My mind went blank. Whatever. um, okay, so we're gonna have a switch here, and remember this is where we pass our variable that we'll be using, so temp. So we have that, and then let's start off with the first case. So we can say if temp is equal to 1991. Oh no, we'll keep it close to where we are right now. So um, 2015. Then we print console.log. We are in 2015, which we are not, so obviously that won't work. And then case 2 will be 2016, which again, as you should know, hopefully we are not 2016. Hopefully. And break again. Case 3, 2017. And break. And finally, let's say default. If it couldn't find the year manually, we'll default by printing out what it actually is. Alright, I'll just tell it. Oops. Just tell you. Remember, I'm using backticks right here because I'm going to be inputting the temp right here. So the date is temp. And there we go. So let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. That was just an example, of course. So if we reload, we should get... Alright, I'll just tell you the date is 2018 because none of these match to 2018. So that's a quick example of how to use Switch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, leave a like, and if you didn't like it, leave a like anyway. And if you have a question or need help, leave a comment and subscribe if you want to see more. Peace.